Hi, guys.
Hi,
Hey.
I just want to say I really enjoyed watching the movie. What was it about this script that made you guys first want to sign on?
So for me, something I noticed right away, obviously, this character is Asian American, and the fact that we now are telling a story about an Asian American, I was so jazzed when I saw that. And then one more other thing that was really huge was seeing what a typical love story would be, kind of get shaken up into this huge shaker bottle and, produce something that is completely different. I loved how original Alice's take was on love.
Yeah.
I think for me, what really grabbed me especially was actually my own character, Aster. I resonate a lot with her and her upbringing and her story. So it was really cool to feel like I had this, really strong connection with the character. And it's hard these days to really find something and audition for something that you're really connected and excited for. And of course, the story itself was just beautiful. I mean, I read the script and cried. So as a whole, I was just like, this is something I absolutely want to be a part of.
Yeah, and in the movie, the characters each have a moment where they kind of question what love is and what's the meaning of love. So did those themes kind of highlight anything for you guys as you were playing these roles or illuminate anything?
As I was playing Ellie, I think her discovery of what love was helped me as Leah kind of discover different ways to love in my life. It's not just about finding love with someone that is romantic. It's about looking at your family and seeing what kind of love is there and seeing what kind of love transpires through friendship. And that was a huge thing for me as Leah. I felt like I walked away from this so vulnerable and so open to so many different ways of loving and being loved as well.
Yeah, I think same goes for me. I think I left that set feeling a lot more open in a sense. I think for the longest time, we grow up watching these romantic comedies where you see, this one type of, we're just finding the romantic love, and you so often forget that, platonic love is very alive and well, and those are also relationships that we constantly need to nourish and take care of.
Mm-hmm. And then in the movie, there's one moment when Ellie describes love as being bold. So what is the boldest thing each of you guys have done for love?
Similarly to Ellie, and I think this has happened more than once in my life, but similarly to Ellie, I have had to express love to someone that I'm not quite sure how they're going to take it. But, just like Ellie, these feelings they're important, and sometimes it's really, really difficult to navigate through them and understand how to express that. But similarly, I think one of the biggest things and scariest things, but boldest things, is to be able to show someone that you love them. So similar to Ellie, I've definitely went through that a lot.
You guys, anything?
Yeah, I think the boldest thing that's kind of happened for me was expressing the way I felt about somebody, not completely sure how they were feeling back. And I think it was one of those things that I felt so kind of, strongly about it, that I was kind of like, at this point, I don't care how you feel, I just want you to know. And that was probably the boldest thing for me, was because, there was no reassurance in it. I wasn't sure what they were going to say or what was going to happen or come from it. It kind of just blurted out. So yeah, that was probably my boldest thing.
And then obviously Alice Wu, she kind of wrote this story from her own personal experiences. So what kind of insight and guidance did she kind of give you guys while shooting this film, and how to play these characters and take on these emotions?
Well, I noticed that Alice's directing style was very, very tailored to each one of us as actors. I mean, we're all very different. And the fact that she took the time to really understand our strengths and weaknesses as human beings separately, I feel like she was really, really good at drawing from our real life experiences and making sure that those were authentically matched up as possible to kind of what the characters were going through too. She was like our mom, our best friend, and our sister in a sense through this.
Yeah. No, she really took the time to get to know us before the actual production of the movie. And so in doing that, I feel like we were able to really kind of inject ourselves into the character, and she kind of, tailored her directing through that as well, in knowing us as, ourselves, as Alexis, as Daniel, and as Leah. And that was a really beautiful thing to have someone, instead of it just be like so professional and let's just talk about the character, was, well, let me hear about you. I want to hear about you, and then we can talk about the character. So that was
Yeah.
really